John Cena teases a major appearance change. Who is replacing Paul Heyman as Roman Reigns Wiseman? Backstage update on the legitimacy of Kevin Owens' injury. AJ Styles WWE contract status leaked. Great news for Omos. Becky Lynch's next appearance confirmed. Jacob Fatu removed from WrestleMania. Solo Sikoa walking away from WWE for a while, citing backstage frustration. Let's dive right in. Who is replacing Paul Heyman as Roman Reigns Wiseman? This week's SmackDown ended with a bombshell. CM Punk spilled the beans about a favor, declaring Paul Heyman will back him at WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns tried to shut it down, barking at Heyman to say no to Punk. But Heyman flat out refused his tribal chief, hinting he's already turned his back on the former undisputed WWE champion. Now, with Heyman jumping ship, who's stepping up as Reigns' new Wiseman? Here are three big names that could take over and keep the story sizzling. Number 1, Rikishi could step up as Reigns' new voice. Imagine Rikishi, a legit bloodline family member, sliding into the Wiseman role. This Hall of Famer's got deep ties to Reigns, making it a natural fit. Just the other day on his Fatu Off the Top podcast, he dropped a hint that he's done wrestling in the ring for good. So, why not switch gears? Teaming up with Reigns after Heyman's betrayal could spark a killer storyline. Picture Rikishi guiding his nephew through the chaos, family sticking together in WWE's wild world. Number 2, The Rock might team up with Reigns. The Rock's already running with John Cena as a bad guy duo, set to take on Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. Word is, The Rock's schedule's shaky, but he's still expected to help Cena snatch the title from Rhodes. With Heyman ditching Reigns, the only tribal chief could turn to his cousin, The Rock, for backup. They've got history. Last year, they rocked a tag match at Mania, and on Raw's Netflix kickoff, the People's Champ gave Reigns a nod as tribal chief. If Reigns goes full heel, the final boss could step in as his new Wiseman, flipping the game on its head. Number 3, Jimmy Uso could rise as Reigns' right hand. Jimmy Uso took a brutal beating from Gunther on Raw, and it looks like he's off TV for now. But when Big Jim bounces back, he could reunite with Reigns and take on the Wiseman gig. It'd be a slick way to keep Jimmy in the spotlight, especially since the OG bloodline's still kicking with him and Reigns in it. Imagine Jimmy, the Samoan twin, talking strategy and standing by Reigns' side. It's a fresh twist that keeps the family drama front and center. While on Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns' topic, let's look at consequences Paul Heyman could face for siding with CM Punk over Roman Reigns in WWE. Number 1, Reigns could smash Heyman for betrayal. Reigns smirked when Punk asked for Heyman, sure his Wiseman wouldn't budge. He told Heyman to brush Punk off nicely, but when the OTC kept pushing, Heyman still said yes to Punk. Right after, Punk laid Reigns out with a go to sleep. Heyman's playing both sides, loyal to Reigns but owing Punk for his War Games save at Survivor Series 2024. That won't sit well with the tribal chief, who's got a nasty habit of crushing anyone who bails on the bloodline. He might slam Heyman through a table, just like Solo Sikoa's crew did last year. Number 2, The Rock could boot Heyman out. Reigns took down Solo Sikoa in a tribal combat match on Raw's Netflix debut, reclaiming his Ulafala and tribal chief status. The Rock was there, draping the Samoan garland on him and sharing a hug. Sure, the final boss is a heel, but he's shown no beef with Reigns. Back at WrestleMania 40, he guarded Reigns' title run like a hawk, messing with Cody Rhodes every chance he got. With his TKO Group Holdings board power, The Rock could straight up fire Heyman for flipping on the bloodline. Number 3, Reigns could swap Heyman for a new face. Reigns' whole tribal chief vibe kicked off in 2020 with Heyman as his Wiseman, building the bloodline from the ground up. Heyman was his voice when he wasn't around. Now, without him, Reigns is in a tight spot. To shove it in Heyman's face and prove he's fine solo, Reigns might grab a new Wiseman. Armando Estrada's a solid pick, signed to a Legends deal last year. He's got cred from managing Umaga, a Samoan beast in his day. It could rattle Heyman enough to crawl back, setting up a wild clash at WrestleMania 41 with Punk, Reigns, and Seth Rollins in the mix. Backstage update on the legitimacy of Kevin Owens' injury. On the latest SmackDown, Kevin Owens stood in the ring and dropped a gut-punching update. He's been battling a neck problem for months, and after some recent scans, the truth came out. It's the real thing, and he needs surgery fast. That means his big WrestleMania 41 showdown with Randy Orton is off the table. Fans are torn, though. Some think it's just a storyline, especially since Owens has been slamming guys like Orton and Cody Rhodes with that banned piledriver in the plot. But here's the scoop, straight from Backstage. It's no act. Word from inside WWE, according to Fightful, is crystal clear. Everyone they've spoken to says Owens' neck injury is 100% legit. People behind the scenes aren't celebrating either. They're genuinely down about it. One source even called it awful, and the vibe is sympathy for the prizefighter. This isn't a twist to trick us. It's a tough break for a guy who's been grinding hard. Owens opened up more on the My Mom's Basement podcast with Robbie Fox. He's keeping his head up, thanks to his family and WWE crew standing by him. But missing that WrestleMania match with Orton? That stings the most. Yeah, I'm okay. I have a great support system. My family is great. My coworkers are great, and everything. It sucks, man. Just not getting to wrestle Randy Orton at WrestleMania really sucks. That's the part that bugs me the most. With Owens sidelined, all eyes are on what Triple H and the creative team cook up next. Randy Orton's left without a dance partner for WrestleMania 41, just weeks away. Will they pivot to something fresh for the Viper? Stay tuned. WWE's got some quick thinking to do. AJ Styles' WWE contract status leaked. AJ Styles roared back to WWE action in February 2025, stepping into the Men's Royal Rumble match after months away. He got tossed out by Logan Paul, setting up a blockbuster clash between the two at WrestleMania 41. Now, a fresh leak has spilled some details on where Styles stands with WWE, and it's got everyone talking. Known as one of the all-time greats, Styles has racked up world titles in WWE, TNA, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. This year, he's gearing up for his 9th WrestleMania match, and the stakes couldn't be higher. A recent post on X from PW Nexus shed light on his deal. When someone asked about Styles' WWE contract, they kept it short and sweet. He still has a few years left, I believe, PW Nexus reported. That's the word circling right now. Styles isn't going anywhere soon. The WWE crowd can't wait to see him tangle with Logan Paul in Vegas. Who's walking out with the win? It's anyone's guess, and the buzz is electric. Just a few weeks back, things got wild on Raw. Comedian Andrew Schultz popped up, mixing it up with Logan Paul. The Maverick went after Schultz, but Styles swooped in to save the day, or so it seemed. Paul slipped away before Styles could land a hit. Later, on the Ariel Helwani show, Schultz spilled his take on it. I've had to talk to AJ Styles on the side, and I'm like, I really appreciate you coming to my aid right there, but you saved Logan Paul. You saved his life. I know I was in a suplex, but I probably was going to reverse that shay. Andrew Schultz said. The fans loved seeing Schultz in the mix, and it's got people wondering, will he show up again? No one knows yet, but it sure added some extra juice to Styles' story. With WrestleMania 41 looming, all eyes are on the phenomenal one, and what's next? Great news for Omos. Omos, the towering Nigerian giant, hasn't been seen on WWE TV since he stepped into the ring for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on SmackDown back in 2024. After that, he took off to Japan and crushed it in Pro Wrestling Noah, even snagging the GHC Tag Team Championship with Jack Morris. Now, he's gearing up for a massive return moment, confirmed to show up during WrestleMania 41 weekend in Las Vegas. Culture Kings dropped the news on Instagram, revealing he'll be part of their exclusive Culture Kings WWE collection launch on April 17th, just days before the big show. Celebrate WrestleMania 41 and our exclusive Culture Kings WWE collection launch with your favorite WWE superstars at Culture Kings Las Vegas on April 17th. We are beyond excited to have at Rhea Ripley WWE at Carmelo, WWE at Chelsea Green, at Ron Killings 1, and at the Giant Omos all in the building to celebrate, the post by Culture Kings read. He's not rolling solo either. Big names like Rhea Ripley, Carmelo Hayes, Chelsea Green, and R-Truth will be there too. The WWE crowd's pumped to see Omos back in the flesh after so long. While he was tearing it up in Noah, he stayed under WWE contract, even joining Team 2000X with Daga, Jack Morris, and Yoshi Tatsu in December. After winning the tag title by beating Naomichi Marufuji and Takashi Sugiura, he handed it over to Daga in January when word broke he was heading back to WWE. It's been a year since he's graced WWE programming, and fans are itching for Triple H to bring him back to the ring, not just the sidelines. At 7'3" and a powerhouse to boot, Omos could shake things up big time. Who's the perfect rival for him to tangle with if he storms back to TV? Maybe a clash with someone like Gunther, testing raw strength against technical grit, or a wild brawl with Braun Breaker for a next-gen giant showdown. Hit that discuss button and let me know what you think. Where should Omos land in WWE's wild world next? Becky Lynch's next appearance confirmed. WrestleMania 41 is creeping up, just 2 weeks out as of April 6th, 2025, and Becky Lynch isn't on the card. The man's been off WWE's radar since her last match on May 27th, 2024, when she battled Liv Morgan in a steel cage on Raw. Since then, she's been chilling away from the spotlight, diving into projects outside the ring. But now she's got a big gig lined up right before the show of shows. Becky's set to pop up at the Ultimate Improv Show on April 11th, 2025, at Dynasty Typewriter in Los Angeles. She's billed as the guest monologist. sharing the stage with comedy heavyweights like Dan Black, Bobby Moynihan, Paul Scheer, Neil Casey, Brandon Scott Jones, Lisa Gilroy, and musical guest Bunny Lowe. Friday, April 11th at Ultimate Improv Show with special guest monologist at Becky Lynch WWE musical guest at Bunny Lowe Music, the Post read. Meanwhile, folks are itching for her WWE comeback. On a recent Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion on Raw, Vince Russo tossed out a wild idea. Bring Becky back to lead a veteran crew with Nia Jax and Natalya against the newbies like Roxanne Perez and Julia. He's calling it a New Blood versus Millionaires Club vibe to shake up the women's division. You know what you need to do with the women? You need to do the New Blood versus Millionaires Club. That's what you need to do. You're bringing in all these girls, Roxanne Perez and Julia. You're bringing in all these young girls. You need to get the old guard. That all came up together and all got fragmented, and now bring Becky Lynch back. Maybe you put Nia Jax in that group. That's the angle you need to cut. All these NXT newbies coming in, and all the people, even you could give Natalya new life doing that. She could be in charge of it. You need that kind of an angle now because there's nothing going on in the women's division. For now, Becky's improv night is her next stop, not the WWE ring. But with Triple H steering the ship, everyone's wondering how big-time Bex will storm back into the action. Will it be Russo's faction idea or something totally different? Time's ticking. Let's see what's cooking. Jacob Fatu removed from WrestleMania? Right now, on April 6th, 2025, Jacob Fatu's set to take on LA Knight at WrestleMania 41 for the United States title. The Samoan werewolf earned his shot by taking down Braun Strowman on the latest SmackDown, stepping up as the top contender for the Megastar's gold. But hold up, there's a wild curveball that could yank Fatu out of this match and flip the whole story upside down. Word is, Solo Sikoa might take him out before the big night, leaving the door wide open for a last-second switch. Here's how it could go down. Fatu and Solo have been locking horns on SmackDown for weeks, their tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Before this US title shot came up, everyone thought Fatu was on a collision course with Solo. If WWE wants to keep that fire burning, they might have Solo ambush Fatu, sidelining him just days before Mania. Imagine it. Solo, the self-proclaimed tribal chief, smashing Fatu to pieces, leaving LA Knight without an opponent. Then, Solo slides right into that spot, facing Knight at the Showcase of the Immortals instead. They could play it sneaky too. Think back to how Naomi took out Jade Cargill backstage. All hush-hush. WWE might pull the same trick. Fatu gets jumped. No one knows who did it at first. Then, after WrestleMania, he storms back, pointing the finger at Solo, kicking off a blood feud that'd light up the screens. It's a smart move. Keeps Fatu's hype alive while letting Solo steal the spotlight in Vegas. Yeah, I think he's gonna be one of the biggest stars in the company by this time next year. I said that 3 months ago. You asked me, what do you think of Jacob Fatu? I said, he's gonna be the guy. Just wait. That's Eric Bischoff on his 83 Weeks podcast, hyping Fatu as the next big thing. The guy's been a wrecking ball since he hit WWE, and even if this twist happens, he's not fading away. Missing Mania 41 could just set him up for something huge, like a main event run at WrestleMania 42. This is all guesswork for now, but with the heat between Solo and Fatu, it's not hard to see it playing out. What do you think? Solo stepping in or Fatu fighting through? The road to Mania is about to get crazy. Solo Sikoa walking away from WWE for a while, citing backstage frustration. With WrestleMania 41 just weeks away on April 19th and 20th, 2025, the lineup stacked with heavy hitters like Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes all locked in for the Showcase of the Immortals. But Solo Sikoa? He's still on the outside looking in, with no match set as of April 6th, 2025. The Bloodline's big man might be so fed up that he walks away from WWE for a bit, letting his frustration spill out on SmackDown. Here's how it could go down. Once upon a time, people thought Solo and Jacob Fatu would tear it up at Mania. That was the hot rumor. Two Samoan powerhouses clashing on the grandest stage. But the latest SmackDown flipped the script. Fatu took down Braun Strowman in a brutal last-man-standing match, earning a shot at LA Knight's United States title. That leaves Solo without a dance partner for Vegas, and the guy's got every reason to be ticked off. Imagine him storming into SmackDown, glaring at the camera, and unloading about being overlooked. He could ditch the blue brand right then and there, leaving everyone stunned. This wouldn't be some random tantrum. It'd be a story. WWE could write Solo off for a stretch, saying he's done with the company's games. Maybe he's tired of watching others get the spotlight while he's stuck in neutral. After all, last year he was in the thick of it, driving the Bloodline's chaos. But ever since Roman Reigns snatched back the Ulafala on Raw's Netflix debut, Solo's been drifting. No clear path, no big wins, just a guy who pinned legends like Cena, Reigns, and Rhodes, now cooling his heels. A walkout could explain why he's missing Mania for the third straight year. On the last SmackDown, Solo was hanging backstage with Tama Tonga, then walked him out for a scrap with LA Knight. After the show, he stepped up in a dark match, only to eat 3 crossroads from Cody Rhodes and lose. That's gotta sting for the street champion of the island. If WWE runs with this, Solo could vanish after Mania, then roar back later, maybe with a new edge or a score to settle. It'd keep his name hot while giving Triple H time to figure out what's next. Who should he tangle with when he returns? Drop your thoughts below. This story's just getting started. John Cena teases a major appearance change. John Cena just lit up social media with a tease that's got everyone guessing. He might be shaking up his appearance before the next Raw hits on April 7th, 2025. The Cenation leader's been locked in a nasty brawl with Cody Rhodes lately, and after turning heel at Elimination Chamber, fans thought he'd switch up his style big time. But nope, he's kept the same old Cena vibe, leaving folks scratching their heads. Last week on Raw, he and Rhodes went at it again, trading sharp words in the ring. Things got heated when Rhodes jabbed at Cena's wrestling skills. The 16-time champ lunged at him, but Rhodes fired back, dropping Cena with a crossroads and leaving him flat out. Now, Cena's stirring the pot. He posted a mysterious pic on Instagram with the Czech word uchisi, which means hairstyles in English, per Google Translate. Could he be chopping the locks or rocking a wild new do? It's a juicy hint that's got the WWE world on edge. Vince Russo weighed in on his Vince Russo's The Brand podcast, slamming Triple H's crew for Cena's heel turn. He thinks WrestleMania 41's card was looking weak, so they flipped Cena bad just to spice things up, without a real plan. What's the quickest fix of all? Turn John Cena heel after 20 years. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Well, why are you gonna do that? What's the story behind it? Duh, I don't know. It just seems like it's a good thing to do. I don't really know the story behind it. I don't know why Cena would turn heel after he won the Elimination Chamber and already earned a shot at the title. I have no idea. But you know what, man? On paper, it sounds good. So, is Cena about to debut a fresh look on Raw to match his new bad guy edge? Maybe a buzz cut or something totally out there? We'll find out soon. Whatever he's cooking up, it's gonna turn heads.